Hello Misfits. This is so beautiful. I hope you can see it. I'm not sure how well it'll show up on a video. There is a motorway ahead, so you can hear it a little bit already. But this side and the other side, there's been a lot of effort made to create these beautiful sort of meadow things. I'm working through a 7-week course called Calling in the One, which was recommended to me by a lady who was making videos daily on YouTube called Angela. I was benefiting a lot from her videos, and at one point I asked her in a comment something along the lines of, do you think I'll ever sort of meet the love of my life, or have a partner? And she was very enthusiastically said yes, definitely you can. And I asked her, continuing in the comments, how, and she said one of the things she did to reach that point of feeling ready and available for a real loving relationship, which she'd wanted all her life. She did this course, or she read this book called Calling in the One by Catherine Woodward Thomas. So I put it as my next Audible title, and I've been listening to it, and it's been transformative. One of the things that I was thinking about a minute ago was what do I think about people that I'm attracted to? I had some sort of belief that they wouldn't be interested in me. So then one of the chapters helps you to turn these things around in various ways. It's actually that came from the work of Byron Katie as well. I don't know if anyone's looked at her work, but it's quite a radical way of looking at our own thought patterns and judgments, and by turning them on ourselves, not in a cruel way, but in a really helpful way to help us build more compassion for ourselves and other people. So I don't know if that's where Catherine got it from or not, because she's she was a really well-known and well-connected spiritual leader. She passed away this year, amazingly. I've been asking her to support me through this process, and I have this amazing experience where, sorry, I've gone on a little sidetrack here. I can feel like she's putting her arms around me from as I'm going through this process. When I kind of call her, please can you support me through this Calling in the One process, then I feel like her arms are around my shoulders. It's absolutely amazing. So she has a very powerful, loving energy, and that's what she also devoted her life's work to. So back to what I was saying. I was thinking, well, I had this idea that people I'm interested in, and I've had this experience in my life where, I might have had interest from people that I didn't necessarily want, and then on the other hand, when I finally, hang on, that was louder than I expected. There we go. Been attracted and made a move on somebody, then they were completely uninterested in me. So I'm kind of anticipating that happening again, but I don't want to anticipate that happening because I want to change that pattern, and when I believe something different is possible. So then I was thinking, I am interesting. Along the years, I've always had a very rich inner world, but it's been extremely private in a way of protecting myself, and I'm a selective mute, and I've struggled with a lot of paranoia my whole life, and I didn't know I had a self even, because it hadn't been expressed until recently, when I've started to find it and start to find myself, as the cheesy phrase goes, when people go abroad when they're like young to find themselves. I've been abroad, but I'm finding myself now. I'm 42, going to be 43 soon. Well, not that soon, in October. So anyway, I am interesting, but I realised that I haven't been showing it. I haven't been showing it in like my voice or my outward expressions with people. So this is the next part of myself I want to start expressing, and allow myself to share more of my inner world with people, instead of having it as purely my inner world. So that's why I thought I would make a video about it, because I want to externalise a few things. And that just made me think of one more linked idea. I am really satisfied to see that in Catherine's book she emphasises, and also some YouTubers that I've been following recently, they really emphasise that the kind of healing that I need, and maybe all of us need, but we're gaslit out of it, is in relationship with other people. It's not something that I can just get better on my own, and that's what I was trying to do anyway. But I feel like there's judgment against that like, you shouldn't bring your issues into the open, and when I do that I always get called brave and stuff, but I have to do that because that's how I'm healing. I need to heal in relationship with other people, because it's my relationship and connection with other people that is the thing I've been lacking and I haven't been able to do. So it can't be healed in my own internal world on my own. It needs to be done with sort of like practice and experience, and the main thing of all, mirroring. I watched a really helpful video a couple of days ago by someone called, don't know how you pronounce it exactly, but it's something like Alan Robage, and he's got this recent video about mirroring, and it's exactly what some of you have been doing for me in this group, and I was thinking, I'd like to name all of you, but I don't want to miss anyone out. So quite a few of you though, mirroring me and other people's contributions, and it's the thing that I grew up without. I grew up without mirroring, because I grew up where my self wasn't mirrored back to me by my mum or my dad, so then it didn't develop. It's still been latent all this time, and the mirroring still needs to happen for me to actually realise that I am here and that I'm a human being. And when I express myself and then someone says it back to me, or just reflects it back to me, or that helps me realise that I actually exist. And I'm at that point now of like building myself by finding safe enough connections that can mirror for me, because it's an essential part of development that I didn't receive. It's not sort of like a let's think. I can't heal without it. And going back to a few months ago when I said, what happens to the parts of myself that are never expressed or that aren't expressed when I die? Do they just die with me? And expressing and then receiving mirroring from accurate mirroring. That's what it is, because Alan Robage describes you might not have had mirroring, or you might have had distorted mirroring. So you might have behaved a certain way when you were very young, but been received by a parent or caregiver as if you were a totally different person, and that didn't actually reflect the reality of who you are as a person or how you'd behaved or anything like that. So it's called distorted mirroring. So then you have all these you've received confusing feedback, like the mirroring wasn't actually accurate. So then that's why one of the reasons that myself didn't have the chance to develop. Yes. Right. Oh, I've just gone past 10 minutes. I'll pause here and send my love to you all. And maybe I can meet some of you over summer if anyone's interested in doing that. We could get together and we could sing some songs for Lucy and record them. Or something like that. Alright, lots of love to you all.